I invite Fred, that is photography.
So I think there is this, I'm Fred Truyen from Leuven University, and we will be working with partners from iMinds, from Libis, also Eureva, NTUE, on the pilots about photography. And there is this two-faced reality of, on the one hand, we have now millions of images on Europeana, and of those, a few 100,000 that we uploaded to there from Europeana photography. So a lot of memories, shared memories of Europeans are there on Europeana to be used. On the other hand, photography has taken a totally new turn with the smartphone generation, with the selfie and all these other things. So we have to bring these worlds together. And what strikes us most is that amidst all this violence of the ephemeric image and the day-to-day image and the visual impression, people tend to take their time to look at historical memory images. Everyone that has ever published historical photos online has noticed that most users spend an incredible lot of time looking at even one of your web pages. So it's an experience people just love to do, and it triggers memories of their own family lives. And it's that emotion that we want to bring back, because if I talk to my my co-senior fellows at the university who don't understand all this youth and they always think, yeah, where is the true emotion in this? Or is everything just ephemeral? And I say, no, people really have still this hunger for the real emotion, and that is what we will bring with Europeana, with this photography pilot. The whole idea is to see whether we can find innovative uses where these devices, these smartphones, these tablets, these modern photo cameras can come into play and link up to the Europeana content. And we split it up in three small demonstrators that we will propose to the hackathon. So that the developers that we invite to this hackathon, and it will be a classical hackathon to develop things, to bring new ideas to the table, but that they have some idea of what we were talking about. And one is a museum app that will use the Eureva Blinkster app, where you can visit a museum, point to a photo or painting that is there, and you get some additional interactivity. Now we will change a little bit the current model of what the Blinkster app is doing by making a kind of playful game out of it. Since in our photo exhibition that we will have in January, the texts of the photos are already there. They are printed besides the photo. It doesn't make sense to show it on the phone. We will show a game for kids on the phone, so that they will discover by pointing to photos, they will get a kind of challenge. That is one application. And then we will have a second route of apps, which is about storytelling with these images. When you go now to Europeana, and I invite you to go and look at this Europeana photography collection, where you have very, very new, hitherto unseen regional archives that are there next to top-known archives, but we have this new regional content where you find photos you never dreamt of. And we want to tell the stories of these photos. And one example app that we will show in the hackathon is Stackathon, which is in fact a kind of audio guide that you can make yourself. So with this app, you are looking for photos on Europeana, you capture them, and you add your voice-over text. So it's a kind of museum guide that you can make yourself and that you can share with others. So instead of having these museum guides that you have to pay for, etc., no, you just come with your smartphone and you become your own and your fellow visitors' museum guide. And then we still found, because the problem is, it's not we that have these brilliant ideas. I had my brilliant ideas when I was young. Now I can try as much as I can, but no, I won't invent the new Google, etc. I forgot about that. But the developers that we want to invite, there we can have the real new ideas. And so we thought that maybe what we were showing in these two first scenarios is still not provocative enough. And that's why we are coming up now with investing some research in really augmented reality. What we want to do is to overlay on historical photos the new ones and vice versa. So you are visiting a city, you have your smartphone, you look at a scene, and you will retrieve from Europeana a photo from the same scene in the past with people from the past. Or vice versa, you take a photo and it will look up if there are photos from the past. So it's a kind of game where you superimpose the past on the present. And this has been explored in some applications yet, but due to evolving technologies, we think we can add some dimensions. And for you, the developers, who we cordially invite to come to our hackathon, we will give you the hardware, the software, the APIs to work with these ideas and to come up with the brilliant thing that mixes an old image with a new one. And I think anyone who ever gave to his grandmother a photoshopped image with her grandchild, and she, when she had the same age, will know what kind of emotions we are talking about. Photography is about your family life, it's recognizing your history, and this appeals to youths as well as to older people. That is what we have to tap upon, and we have now the two powerhouses are there. There is Europeana, which is really there for the developers. It's 30 million objects they are there to use. And on the other hand, you have the device-savvy generation. So let's mix this up and let's come up with these breathtaking emotions. Thank you.
Thank you, Fred.